In July, the first contingent left to make the beginnings in our new home, Amana.
The inspirationalists came to America from Germany, where clockmaking was a highly developed skill. Amana produced the first practical home microwave, which they sold as the radar range.
So basically they make barrels. That's what a cooper is.
The Amana Society Incorporated is the business corporation formed by the reorganization in 1932. I don't know who the doctor is.
Just an itty-bitty ditty about a couple on the road, driving in RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
We are at the Amana Colonies in Amana, Iowa, not too far from Iowa City, where we are camping. And this is a colony formed by Germans, started in Germany and came over to the United States in 1843, and they came here to Iowa in 1855. There are 7 colonies or neighborhoods around this whole area. It's basically just a bunch of businesses and shopping centers and museums and things like that to go and visit.
Let's go across the street.
All right, we're going into the museum.
One of America's longest-lived communal societies flourished in this peaceful and devout community.
So this is the doctor's house. I don't know who the doctor is.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. There's a doctor. And this was his house.
Uh-huh. And the office
And
also.
his office is also here.
Yeah.
And then apparently there's a
Wash house.
wash house and tool shed or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go find out.
Yeah. He was actually sent by the communal people. He was actually sent to
The elders.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
The elders decide. The elders of the community decide who does what
Right.
for a living.
Because it's a communal.
It's
communal.
a communal colony.
Yeah.
So
And he was actually sent to college to become a doctor.
in Iowa
And-
City.
Yes, in Iowa City, and then he came back and he was the doctor here for many years.
Apparently this is Dr. No's house.
All right, we're gonna go in.
As Brother Christian Matt spoke many inspired testimonies.
Couples who wanted to marry had to ask for permission from the Council of Elders. If the engagement was approved, the elders set the wedding date for the following year. The simple ceremony usually happened on a weekday afternoon with only close relatives in attendance. After a special hymn and a prayer, the couple went to the elders' table at the front of the church. The elder read from the Bible, advised the couple, and questioned them. No rings were exchanged, there were no attendants or bouquets, and the bride wore her regular church clothes. And then they were told that they had to go to their family's home, and they had to wait for the elders to figure out where they were going to go live. So even though that they were married, they couldn't live together until they could find a place for them together. The Amana people built this residence with attached communal kitchen of locally made brick in 1863. It had 4 apartments. Most Amana homes were built as multi-family residents with each family receiving 2 rooms, a sitting room, and a bedroom. Over the years, many families spent time here living in 4 different apartments. The most people living in this house at one time was 16 in 1880.
By 1931, the Amana Society was the largest and one of the longest lived of the communal societies founded in the United States to that time. However, Amana's communal structure faced a variety of threats. Outside world crept in. Automobiles and railroads brought tourists and salesmen to the colonies. Society members read national newspapers and listened to the radio. Many inspirationists had less religious feelings than their parents and grandparents had. Some pretended to be sick or refused to work because they knew they would still receive room and board, resulting in the society hiring more outside laborers. Young members adopted fashions from the outside world, such as girls cutting their hair short. Many wished to attend high school and college to show their dissatisfaction with the communal system. Many left. Sounds a little familiar. Apparently they were part of the Amana Appliances. In 1965, the company became a subsidiary of Raytheon Corporation, which had developed microwave technology.
Can't hear you.
In 1968, Amana produced the first practical home microwave, which they sold as the Radar Range. And I bet you probably had one. And this is the doctor's office. So you walk into the door behind me, and you walk in, you probably have a seat in the waiting room, and then you walk back to the offices. This is where they took the bad kids. This long-handled bucket was used to empty the outhouse stalls. Amana residents euphemistically called it a honey dipper. So this is the communal kitchen.
They served their last meal April 11th, 1932.
The kitchen boss managed a staff of teenage girls and old women. 3 young girls who had finished their schooling at age 14 took turns preparing meals, setting tables, and washing dishes. This is the dining room. Originally, all the patrons ate in the large dining room, but this number began to diminish after 1900. A woman who worked in the Rudy kitchen in the early 1920s, for example, recalls only the hired hands in the kitchen help actually taking their meals in the kitchen. Margie Jane's metal art, home decor, gift ideas, food snacks.
Cute place.
This is looking down the main street of the Amana Colony. All the stores are down there, stores and
Museums.
shops and museums and